My friends, prosperity is not an accident. It does not fall upon us like rain, nor does it arrive by the hand of chance. Prosperity is a creation, built first in the mind, then brought into reality through deliberate, consistent action. And I will tell you a secret, a truth so powerful that those who truly grasp it will never again wonder why some succeed while others merely survive. You'll become prosperous the moment you decide, with absolute certainty, that prosperity is yours to claim. Every great fortune, every towering success began in the invisible workshop of thought. You are the architect of your life. Your beliefs are the blueprints, your decisions are the bricks, and your persistence is the mortar that holds it all together. If you allow doubt, fear, and limitation to draw your plans, your life will reflect those small and shabby designs. But if you dare to think in terms of abundance, in terms of what can be, instead of what cannot, you begin to set in motion forces as real as gravity that will draw prosperity into your world. The secret is this: prosperity is a state of mind before it is a state of bank account. Bam. Too many people wait for the evidence before they believe. They say, I will think abundantly when I have wealth, but the law works in reverse. You must think abundantly to receive abundantly. Just as a seed must be planted before the harvest can be reaped, the thought of prosperity must be planted in the soil of your mind before the fruits of prosperity can appear in your life. You must also understand, prosperity demands action. Dreams without action are only hallucinations. The great men and women who built empires did not sit idle waiting for the perfect conditions. They acted with courage in imperfect conditions and made them perfect. They understood that every step taken toward a worthy goal increases both your confidence and your capacity. And remember this: prosperity is more than money. It is a richness of spirit, a fullness of purpose, a life in which health, love, service, and growth all flourish together. You are prosperous when you wake up excited to live, when your relationships are strong, when your work is meaningful, and when your contribution to the world leaves it better than you found it. So today, I challenge you: see yourself not as a seeker of prosperity, but as a creator of it. As a creator of it. Decide what you want. Picture it so vividly that you can see it, hear it, and feel it in your mind. Believe it with such conviction that the whole world feels compelled to match your vision. And then work with joy, with persistence, and with the quiet, unshakable knowing that prosperity is already yours. The secret to a life of prosperity is not buried in books, hidden in vaults, or locked away by the powerful. It is within you, waiting for your recognition. Claim it now, and watch how the world rearranges itself to deliver exactly what you believe you deserve. Every fortune ever built, every success story ever told began in the invisible but powerful arena of thought. Your mind is the birthplace of your prosperity, and the quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. If you fill your mind with scarcity, fear, and limitation, you will build a life that reflects exactly that. But if you choose to think in terms of abundance, opportunity, and growth, you set the stage for prosperity to take root and flourish. The mind works like fertile soil. Whatever seeds you plant, whether they are seeds of hope or seeds of doubt, will grow. Too many people unknowingly plant weeds by entertaining negative beliefs about money, success, and their own worthiness. They say things like, I'll never have enough, or it's too hard to succeed. And without realizing it, they command their mind to prove them right. The first step toward prosperity is to become the master gardener of your thoughts, pulling out the weeds of limitation and planting seeds of possibility. When you think abundantly, you open yourself to creative ideas and opportunities that would otherwise go unnoticed. The human mind has an extraordinary way of filtering reality through the lens of belief. If you believe the world is filled with lack, you will see only scarcity. If you believe the world is filled with possibility, you will notice doors opening, connections forming, and ideas flowing. This is not magic. It is the natural law of attention and focus. You find more of what you look for. Prosperity in the mind also requires eating. You cannot plant vague seeds and expect a specific harvest. You must decide exactly what prosperity means to you. Is it a thriving business? Financial independence? Time freedom? A life rich in experiences and relationships? Define it clearly in your mind and see it so vividly that it feels real. This mental image becomes the blueprint that guides your actions and decisions. Without it, you drift aimlessly, hoping for good fortune without giving it a path to find you. But mental prosperity is not passive daydreaming, it is active creation. When you hold a clear and unwavering picture of abundance, you begin to feel and act as if it were already yours. This changes your energy, your confidence, and your behavior in ways that naturally attract opportunities. You become more decisive, more resilient, and more creative in solving problems. The truth is, wealth and success are built twice, first in the mind, then in the world. The world will never give you more than you have trained your mind to accept. If you want a bigger life, start by thinking bigger thoughts. Guard your mental garden, plant the seeds of abundance daily, and nurture them with faith, gratitude, and action. Prosperity begins in the mind, and once it takes root there, nothing can stop it from appearing in your reality. Belief is starting point of all achievement. Before wealth appears in your hands, before success greets you in the physical world, it must first live in your mind and heart. This is the great paradox that many overlook. You must believe in the reality of your vision long before you see any evidence of it. The world tells you, I'll believe it when I see it, but prosperity obeys a different law. You will see it when you believe it. Belief is not wishful thinking. It is not a vague hope that something might happen. It is an unshakable conviction that what you desire is already on its way to you, as certain as the sunrise. This kind of belief is the fuel that powers persistence when nothing seems to be working. It is the quiet, steady voice that says, keep going, even when logic and appearances scream, give up. When you believe before you receive, you align your mind with the creative forces of the universe. Your belief shapes your focus, and your focus shapes your actions. Think about it. A person who truly believes in their success behaves differently than someone who doubts. They take bolder risks, speak with greater confidence, and persevere through obstacles. This behavior creates the very conditions in which success can occur. In other words, belief is not just an internal feeling, it is a cause that produces an external effect. Every breakthrough in history was made by someone who believed in something unseen. The Wright brothers believed man could fly before a single airplane existed. Edison believed in the electric light before he saw it glow. Every entrepreneur, artist, or leader who has changed the world began with faith in an idea no one else could see. They did not wait for proof to appear. They became the proof through their persistence. Belief also acts as a magnet for opportunity. When you hold a clear, confident belief, people can sense it. They are drawn to your certainty, your passion, and your commitment. Investors, partners, and customers are far more likely to support someone who radiates conviction than someone who is unsure. This is why the strongest sales pitch you can ever make is not with words, but with the energy of belief. But belief must be guarded. Doubt will try to creep in, especially when results are slow. In those moments, you must remind yourself that the seed has been planted and is growing, even if you cannot yet see it breaking through the soil. You water that seed with gratitude for the outcome as if it were already here. You speak as though it is a done deal, because to your mind it is. Believing before you receive is not just a mindset, it is the foundation upon which all prosperity is built. The world responds not to what you want, but to what you expect. When your belief is unshakable, your actions are unstoppable, and sooner or later, reality will bend to match the vision you have held in your heart. Dreams are beautiful, but dreams alone will not change your life. They are like seeds with the potential to grow into towering trees, but without planting, watering, and tending, they remain nothing more than potential. Action is the bridge between the invisible world of imagination and the visible world of results. No matter how vivid your vision or how strong your belief, it is only through action that your prosperity becomes real. Too many people stop at the dreaming stage. They picture a better future. They talk about their goals. They even feel the excitement of what could, but they never take the first step. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect circumstances. But the truth is, perfection never comes. The most successful people act in the midst of uncertainty. They move forward despite fear. They understand that action creates clarity, while hesitation creates doubt. Action is also the testing ground for belief. You can say you believe in your goal, but if your feet never move toward it, your belief is only wishful thinking. When you take consistent action, you demonstrate to yourself and to the world that your dream matters enough to work for. This commitment activates a powerful chain reaction. Small steps build momentum, momentum builds confidence, and confidence opens the door to bigger opportunities. Every step you take sends a signal to your subconscious mind that your vision is important. This changes how you see yourself and what you believe you are capable of. When you act, you begin to attract resources, people, and ideas that would never have appeared if you had stayed still. It's as if the universe responds to movement by meeting you halfway. Action also transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Without action, challenges seem like walls that block your path. But when you move toward them, you discover that those walls are often just illusions, or that there is a way over, around, or through them. In this way, action builds resilience and problem solving skills, both of which are essential for lasting prosperity. It's important to remember that not all actions need to be massive. Sometimes the smallest steps taken consistently lead to the most significant changes. Making one phone call, sending one email, learning one new skill, or saving one small amount of money may not seem like much, but over time these actions compound into results far greater than you imagined. In the end, prosperity does not come to those who only dream, plan, or wish. It comes to those who are willing to move, to do, and to persist. Your dreams are the blueprint, but action is the construction. Every time you act, you lay another brick in the building of your future. Keep moving forward, even if the steps are small, and you will one day look around and realize that the life you once imagined is now the life you are living. Prosperity is often misunderstood as nothing more than a large bank account, a luxury car, or a grand home. While financial abundance is a part of prosperity, it is far from the whole picture. True prosperity is a complete and balanced state of well-being. Richness not only in material wealth, but in health, love, purpose, personal growth, and inner peace. Money alone cannot create this fullness. It can only support it. Prosperity is the harmony of all the essential elements that make life worth living. A person with great wealth but poor health is not truly prosperous. Without the energy to enjoy life, financial success becomes a hollow achievement. Likewise, someone may have all the money they desire but live in constant loneliness, mistrust, or strained relationships. Prosperity is the ability to wake each day feeling strong in body, at peace in mind, and connected in heart. It is having the freedom to spend time with loved ones, to pursue meaningful work, and to enjoy life's simple pleasures without fear or worry. Prosperity is also tied to purpose. A life lived without direction, even with riches, can feel empty. When your daily efforts align with your values and contribute to something greater than yourself, you experience a deeper, lasting satisfaction that money alone cannot buy. This sense of meaning makes your work more fulfilling and your achievements more rewarding. It turns financial gain into a tool for impact rather than just personal comfort. Another dimension of prosperity is growth. A truly prosperous person is always expanding, learning new skills, exploring new ideas, and challenging themselves to become better. Stagnation, even with wealth, leads to boredom and a slow decline in enthusiasm for life. Growth keeps the spirit alive, fuels creativity, and inspires others to reach for their own potential. Generosity is yet another hallmark of prosperity. When you have enough to share, whether it's your time, knowledge, or resources, you multiply the value of your wealth by spreading it. Helping others brings a kind of joy and fulfillment that no material possession can match. In fact, many of the happiest and most prosperous individuals measure their wealth not by what they have, but by how much they can give without fear of running out. Inner peace is perhaps the most overlooked, but most important form of prosperity. A mind free from constant anxiety, regret, and self doubt is a mind able to fully experience life. Inner peace allows you to enjoy what you have, no matter the number in your bank account. It lets you remain steady in uncertainty and grateful in abundance. True prosperity is the complete wealth of life, material, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Money can be earned, lost, and regained, but health, love, purpose, growth, generosity, and peace are the treasures that give life its deepest richness. Please pursue them all, and you will discover a prosperity that no market crash, economic change, or loss can ever take away. Not something that falls upon you by chance. It is something you choose and create. Every person is born with the power to shape their future, but that power lies dormant until you make a decision, a firm, unshakable choice about who you will be and what you will achieve. The moment you decide with absolute certainty that a specific life is yours to claim, You set in motion forces far greater than yourself. Life begins to arrange itself around your determination. Opportunities appear, people cross your path, and circumstances shift to align with your vision. But it all starts with a decision. Too many people drift through life waiting for fate to hand them something better. They hope that somehow, without deliberate choice, the life they desire will magically arrive. But indecision is the thief of destiny. When you refuse to decide, you leave your future at the mercy of chance and the opinions of others. The most prosperous and successful people in history did not stumble into greatness. They claimed it by deciding exactly what they wanted and refusing to accept anything less. Decision is more than a passing wish or a half hearted goal. It is a mental contract you sign with yourself, one that you intend to honor no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Once the decision is made, you stop asking, can I? And start asking, how will I? This shift in thinking turns you from a passive dreamer into an active creator of your own destiny. But decision alone is not enough. You must claim your destiny with action, persistence, and faith. Claiming means owning your vision fully, speaking about it as if it is already true, and walking with the confidence of someone who knows they will arrive. It means rejecting excuses, ignoring doubts, and refusing to be swayed by temporary setbacks. When you claim your destiny, you stop waiting for permission and start taking ownership of your life's direction. The world responds to boldness. People and opportunities are naturally drawn to those who know what they want and are committed to achieving it. A clear decision communicates strength, while hesitation communicates weakness. When you stand firm in your choice, even in the face of obstacles, you inspire trust, not only in others, but in yourself. Deciding and claiming your destiny also means accepting full responsibility for your outcomes. You stop blaming luck, circumstances, or other people. Understand that while you cannot control everything, you can always control your choices, your mindset, and your actions. This responsibility is not a burden. It is the greatest freedom you will ever have. Your destiny is not waiting for you somewhere far away. It is waiting for you to decide. The moment you make that choice and claim it with unshakable faith, you will find that life bends in your favor. Decide now, claim what is yours, and walk forward knowing that the future you have chosen is already on its way to meet you.